and guys, it's Steph with Tiny's Garden, and today I am bringing you my Floret seed sale order for November 1st. That's right, tomorrow, everybody. So grab a pen and a pencil. These are my personal picks for the sale tomorrow. No doubt, the seeds are probably going to go fast, so get on as soon as you can on November 1st. And get your seeds in your cart and buy them because they might be gone in just a few hours after that. So this is your PSA. I've got several varieties I want to go through, and a big thank you to Sandra for reminding me that this sale was coming up. I had just totally blanked it. We were out of town over the weekend, so tonight I'm getting on here. I'm going to upload this video so that you can see my picks. Here we go. First, I have Black-Eyed Susan, two different varieties. Chiminee is the first one, which is a new one for me, and it kind of looks like a chimney sweeper, thus the name, which is very fun. I've heard some good things about this, that people like them who have grown them, so I'm going to give them a try this year, in addition to the Sahara mix, which I grew this year and absolutely loved. The Sahara mix, Rudbeckia, is blooming. Instead of doing cherry brandy Rudbeckia and the Sahara mix, I think I'm just going to do the Sahara mix because you kind of get some cherry brandy looking ones in Sahara anyways, and Sahara has outperformed cherry brandy Rudbeckia for me. So those are my two Rudbeckia, or also known as Black-Eyed Susan picks. Then I have one Calendula, which is Zeolights, and I need to double check that I didn't already get that in the earlier sale that Floret had, now that I'm thinking about it. But if I didn't, what I want to get is Zeolights because I didn't get a chance to grow that this year, and it's so beautiful with its coloring. I really kind of missed that pinkish reddish color in my garden this year. So Zeolights Calendula. Then Celosia. I really enjoyed my Celosia this year. I grew the Texas Plume Sherbert Mix, which was beautiful, almost an iridescent pink bloom. Texas Plume Celosia has been, I would say, tied for my favorite Celosia. It's definitely the most productive, and it was a plume variety, so nice long blooms on it. Really, really pretty. I was impressed with that. That was one of my favorites. Also, Sunday Gold was one of my favorites. What they are selling is a variety of Celosia. I held myself back because there's some really cool, unique looking ones. I think there's one called Coral, which has a bunch of orange and pinks, and it's really unique looking, but I held myself back for real this time. And I picked up, again, let me double check, the Summer Sherbert Mix, which is the one I was just telling you about, and then also the Vintage Rose Mix, which is the Sunday Sherbert, except it looks to me like more neutral-ish colors with just a little bit of dusty pink in there. So I think that'll be really pretty. So those, and then also the Flamingo Celosia. And it's done really well for me too, which I grew this year as well and really enjoyed that. Its texture and its coloring was very pretty. It was also a good producer for me. They're not selling Sunday Gold, so I'll get that through Johnny's, but I'm gonna stop right there with my Celosia order. Held myself back. Cosmos I am excited about. These were one of the flowers that pretty much blew my mind this year. It was one that I wasn't sure I would be super crazy about, but I thought I'll grow it because I hear so much about it. And I really, really enjoyed it. It's ethereal type of structure, the different varieties. Some are more of a pinwheel, some are just like a saucer. I really especially enjoyed my white varieties and the double click varieties with that pinwheel type of look. These Cosmos, I can't ever get enough of them. Double click Snow Puff right here with the more pinwheel type structure. And so I wanted to try some new ones that I saw Floret get. The first one is called Apricot Lemonade, essentially an apricot-y, maybe soft yellowy color, but to me it really looks apricot-y. And then the second one is Apricotta. So I think these are going to be pretty similar. I'll try and find a picture if I can. I don't want to use florets because they're copyrighted, but think of a Cosmo with a subtle apricot color and a little different from each. That's Apricot Lemonade and Apricotta. So I'm very, very excited for those. With the Flax, this was another one they had several different varieties of. Definitely go on their website, everybody, and check it out, floretflowers.com. Worth looking at their pictures, seeing what they have, because there's some varieties I've not even heard of. So that's exciting that they've either added to or have expanded their selection. Flax, I'm sticking with what I used this year, which is cherry caramel. Beautifully scented, great producer, looks great in bouquets. I was really happy with it, so I'm sticking with that. There were 3 or 4 other varieties there that would probably be a popular selection for other people as well, with a little variation in color. So check those out on the website. Pincushion or scabiosa. Again, this is what I'm going to try and wrangle myself in here. Snowmaiden, which I've heard a lot about but haven't grown yet. However, the Fama White was my favorite from this year that I grew, and I think Snowmaiden is just a bit puffier than Fama White. So I'm going with Snowmaiden. I really like the texture of it that it brings to a bouquet. So I'm stopping there at Snowmaiden. Again, several other options are on their website. I know there's a wine one, Black Knight, which is gorgeous. I think I have some Black Knight left over seeds-wise, so I'm going to throw some in there, but I'm not going to buy extra. Although Black Knight is beautiful. Really beautiful, like a stunning iridescent purplish black. Oh, don't do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to get more of those. I think I have enough. And then the other one I was surprised that I loved so much this year, Zinnias or Zinnias, however you pronounce it in your area. This is another one that I thought, well, they're really popular, but I'm not sure what the fuss is about. Oh, and then I grew them and I get what the fuss is about. I get it. They are great producers. They are easy to grow. You can direct sow them, which means you can throw them right into the ground. You don't even have to start them inside if you don't want to. I had petals and blooms and bundles of these zinnias. Just a really big producer, especially some of my favorite types, one of which I'm getting through Floret again, which is Benary's Giant Salmon Rose, like at least the size of my palm in these blooms. Again, gorgeous producers, really prolific, getting a lot of blooms per plant and a stunning color. That's going to be a repeat for me for sure. A new one is Benary's Giant Lime, which is a lime big zinnia. So I'm thinking it will be like the Salmon Rose except with a lime color that'll really catch the eye. I am going to do the Queen Lime with blush again. I enjoyed that one this year. It is, I think, smaller than the Benary's Giant, but with a little blush on it as well. Each one is a little different, but for the most part, I could see a little blush in all my Queen Limes with blush. So getting that again. And then 3 new varieties, which I'm excited about. They've got a lot of zinnia varieties available, so some of which I've never even heard of ever. So go check out the website, look at those pictures, see what they have. It is worth it. The 3 new ones I am getting are Candy Mix. A bunch of different colors. Excited to see what that holds. You know I love the color. Bring it on. Then another variety I haven't heard of, which is Lilliput Salmon. Now, I know Oklahoma salmon is a smaller bloom. Benary's Giant is a bigger bloom. I'm not sure what Lilliput is. Have you guys ever heard of a Lilliput zinnia? I don't know. I'm very intrigued. Comment below and let me know if you know what that means or what size we're looking at here. It's going to be a new experiment for me, but the picture looks beautiful. Again, I'm obsessed with that salmon color. I think it's so, so pretty. Not too pink, not too red. Right in the middle, the perfect salmon. So Lilliput salmon will be a first for me next year. And Zinderella Lilac. There's a Zinderella Lilac. I tried Zinderella Peach this year. And here's a story on Zinderella Peach. I started a bunch of my zinnias inside. I left for vacation. They were pretty wilty when I came back. I managed to save most of them. Everything performed really well except Zinderella Peach. Sometimes it's in a double form. This is a single form, but they were pretty weak for me this year. Now, I'm not sure if that was because they had such a struggle to start with, or if it's just not a strong performer in general. I've heard some people love it. I've had some of you tell me that it wasn't a strong performer for you either. So I'm going to give Zinderella Peach a rest. Again, trying to wrangle myself in. And I'm going to try Zinderella Lavender and see if I have better luck. Essentially, looks like the Zinderella Peach type of form, except lavender. And I don't think you see this color that often. So that will be a first for me as well in 2023. And that is where I've cut myself off. For your information, they are still selling sweet peas that I saw were up there, a bunch of different varieties. I did my due diligence and got a ton of sweet peas their first sale, so I'm good on sweet peas, but there is a lot up there. So that may seem like a big list that I just gave, but I feel like overall I kind of held it together, didn't overdo it, and I'm trying to do that for 2023 because I like to try a lot of new varieties. I haven't been growing cut flowers that long. This was my second year. Next year will be my third year. And I love, love, love to try different unique things. But I learned this past year, sometimes I think less may be more in focusing on less varieties and really doing a good due diligence on growing those. So quality over quantity perhaps. So I'm trying to wrangle it in just a little bit. I'm still going to get some new things in there, and then I'm going to grow what I really love. What sparks joy? Marie Kondo's theory, right? What sparks joy to me? If it's okay, like cherry rudbeckia is for me, I'm not doing it. So that's my goal for 2023. Grow things I love. That's the mantra this year. So thanks for coming along with me. I know it's short notice, but better late than never. And go to their website, again, Floret Flowers, check everything out, see if you want anything, and let me know what picks you do in the comments below. Tell me what you picked, what you're gonna grow this year, any new ones that you have on your list for this year. I still love to hear all of that, even though I'm trying to wrangle it in a little bit. It's very exciting for me to communicate with all of you and see what's going on in your gardens and what's happening here in 5B, and the wealth of knowledge that we can share with each other is really quite wonderful. So thank you for engaging with me, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe to my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up like button. It really helps me out, and otherwise, friends, we'll see you in the next video. Happy planting, everybody. Good luck getting what you want from this sale. See you in the next one. Happy planting. Bye.